in the code so that these small idiotic things do not mess up user experience at the end of the day. So this is what we're currently doing. It's one thing that I noticed in our application, which we are now trying to fix. Actually, let me just set up my mobile in the right place. So one thing that I'm now trying to fix right here is that completely the images are getting missed. So for example, if I look at this particular image right here, it is not able to understand what I'm trying to do, right? And what I'm also going to be doing from now on is I'm going to be having like a phone right in front of my screen so I can record for like TikTok reasons and stuff. So you can see that it's completely ignoring messages. Like this was something from like Whisperflow's CEO, and it completely missed this, which was like obviously like not ideal. So yeah, that's what I'm currently fixing. These are all the things that if they were not in a product that I was using for this particular purpose, I would be super pissed off. So yeah, let me now see what we've got. Um, Trash gets our text with 5 files. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to GitHub. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, just one more time, I think. We're gonna go to Knowledge Diet, which is the name. And we're going to get this applied for as soon as we can. Main reason is, of course, like pretty straightforward in my humble opinion. Okay, so it's done. Here's what I implemented. Da, 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 da. Three key changes. The flow screenshot will be process analyzing the model. Okay, so I just have to like compare it and merge it, right? So let's do that. As you can see, I am hitting compare, able to merge, create pull request, the usual. I hope this fixes a lot of problems. You can see that the Vercel was always like throwing me errors, but it's still working nonetheless. So I'm gonna go to Vercel now and go here for this application. So it's still being built out at this point of time. You guys can see. And let me just wait and see how it goes now. I really like how this has kind of improved itself. Like for example, if I go into capture, you can see this is all what we've got available, right? Problem it solves in action. Like this is not something that's ideal, right? So I should be able to even edit the insights, right? So this is another thing that I've gotten. Like for example, this does not make sense. So I want to edit this insight. Now I can say it right here. Sometimes I would want to just edit the insight that I've gotten and not delete it completely. Like for example, in this case, the problem it solves and the action I'm supposed to take are both the things that I mistakenly put here. So I should be able to edit both of these and also edit the uh, your understanding as well. Or if you think that would be too much work, then also like I should have the ability to at least suggest you to rework this in some sense. So I just come here, I push forth with this. And now let's see at least how much the improvement is. Let me go to Telegram as well on the side. We're gonna do this like one more time, okay? So we're gonna go to, wait, I think Command K will not work. Let me actually go to Knowledge Chatbot, right? And I think this doesn't make any sense. So I'd be like, no, I'm not facing this problem. Let's see how it responds. What's the one thing you'll do differently because of this? I'm just saving it for future reference. Give me like future reference. Also, it would be really cool if it can give like some pre-filled answers here, right? So I can say that, right? I can actually ask it right here. It would be really cool if it could give me some pre-filled answers here for things that I obviously use it for generally. One problem here is going to be, of course, that not all of this would be like super clear. So that's what I'm going to do. Actually, it says it would be cool if it give me pre-filled answers. And also not everything would be for an insight to a problem that I currently have. Most of it could just be like cool things that I could reference back into the future. So not all of them would have an explicit insight attached to them. If that makes sense to you. I don't know how to solve this problem as such, or like how to label it actually, like how to categorize these things. But yeah, there would be a lot of like, for example, if I see an interesting marketing campaign, I'm not going to be like, okay, I want to change the entire BitGet wallet marketing. No, that's not what I'm going to say. But still, there should be like an option for this. So this is what I'm going to say. So there it goes. Now, next thing is that I can ask a question as well right here, right? So if you guys remember, this was like one thing which was totally missing. So let's try asking it a question. We're going to be like, can you tell me more about LinkedIn and AI, right? Let's see what it responds. Boom, boosting productivity. Tell me more about the second one. And also I would really like if it can give me like, yeah, see, so it doesn't work through that. So this is the problem that I'll have to solve now. So I can be like, these problems or these questions should be answered properly, and also the insights that we are linking, we should always give people a link such that when they click on it they can redirect to knowledge diet and they can go to basically that particular insight which has been parked, right? So which is like right here. So this is also something we're going to put there. There's like so many things, little things that you realize when you are building something like this from the ground up about like, okay, this is going to be a problem. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. And I think the easiest way to test is instead of just like building something shitty and forcing like a lot of users to go through a shitty experience, just talk to it, right? And that's what I really, really believe in. Like just see if you would use it. Like I would not use it if even like if it were paid I would not pay, and if it were free I would not use it. So that's the barrier like everybody I think has to work against. So yeah. Okay, while it's busy like rewriting itself, um I think that would be all of the changes that we are bringing about, at least in this one. As promised, I wanted to stream minimum every single day of like all the problems that I have. And sometimes I think like it just goes like quiet, which like really worries me. So I don't know if I should say sup or something or be like, yo, update. Oh, I'm getting a call, guys. I'll have to hop off.